Black Panther had to drink a mysterious potion to fully eliminate the power of the Black Panther within him. He wanted to defeat his brother, the leopard, as an ordinary person. The leopard took off his coat smoothly. The small bumps on his body revealed his innate ambition. Each bump marked a fallen challenger. Then, the two brothers engaged in a fierce fight with little fuss. The reason why they had to fight so hard was because of this meteorite. Millions of years ago, a mysterious metal called shock landed on the African continent. It altered the ecology within 100 kilometers and attracted 5 strong tribes that kept each other in check. On one hand, they protected this country called Wakanda, and on the other hand, they fought for the control of shock. Wars frequently erupted, but the deadlock ended when a warrior emerged. Guided by the Black Panther god, he discovered the heart-shaped grass and claimed it, gaining the Black Panther's power. The warrior also therefore, he became the first king of Wakanda and led the other 4 tribes. Only the Jabari tribe refused to surrender and chose to live in seclusion in the snow-capped mountains. With Shock's help, Wakanda's technology advanced rapidly, surpassing all other countries on Earth. Noticing other countries fighting for resources, the peace-loving people of Wakanda chose to conceal their nation's true strength. But just a few months ago, at the United Conference, the elderly king of Wakanda was attacked by Bucky and unfortunately fell in the arms of his son T'Challa. When he was dying, he gave the elephant and told him to protect Wakanda. So in order to inherit the throne of Wakanda, T'Challa he came to the scene of Gemini City alone. He had to defeat all the tribal leaders after removing the power of the Black Panther. According to the rules of Wakanda over the years, the challenger either surrendered or was killed by the opponent. The father's prestige in the tribe was very high. Despite his unfortunate passing, the 4 major tribes chose to forego their claims. However, just when the priest was about to announce that T'Challa had won without a fight, a man wearing a gorilla mask walked out of the cave. The attacker was Neba, the leader of the Jabari tribe. He was absolutely not qualified to be the king of Wakanda. T'Challa eagerly accepted the challenge, leading both sides' guards into battle for the throne. M'Baku took the lead and knocked T'Challa to the ground with a smooth hammer method. T'Challa turned around to avoid the attack and then leaned over to punch in one go. Although he got back on his feet, but after all, the size difference was too big. M'Baku picked him up with his backhand and then hit T'Challa twice with his head. His head was injured and bleeding. Just then, in her daze, she heard her mother's distant cry. T'Challa fought to free himself and absorbed the attack with his chest. Encouraged by her sister Thurui, she seized the stick and kicked M'Baku away. The final move was a scissor kick that secured the opponent. With insufficient oxygen, M'Baku had to surrender. After that, under the cheers of many people, T'Challa lived up to expectations and won the victory and became the youngest king in the history of Wakanda. He was taken to the footprints and drank the herbal water again. T'Challa's blood vessels swelled throughout his body. The Black Panther's power was awakened by the herbs. Subsequently, T'Challa was taken to the immortal realm beneath the Jinsha River. Dozens of Black Panthers once lived in a large tree behind, ruling Wakanda as kings. Among them was T'Challa, who hugged his recently deceased father upon meeting. He felt guilty for not protecting him and admitted he wasn't ready to be king. His father warned T'Challa that the country is now his, but his kindness may be his greatest weakness. After learning this, Black Panther returned to reality. However, 5 days later, the general called another emergency meeting. He said that he had found the relief money dealer Clow. This guy not only robbed the heavily guarded National Museum, but also stole a hard hoe made of relief money. To ensure this operation is foolproof, T'Challa decided to personally return this shock dealer to Wakanda. But before that, Black Panther had to go to a secret base, that is, his sister Surui's research institute, to do a final equipment replacement.